What is good? What is up? It's Jordan or Texans Thoughts, and I'm back with another live stream. Good to see y'all. What is up, everyone in the chat? What's up, Pablo? What's up, Rockets for Life? What is good, my guy Jay, Alpha, Jason? Rules for the chat. Listen to Jay. Eat him on. But what's up? Oh my God, Luca in here from Germany in 2 a.m. Shout out to everyone who isn't Central Time and is tuning in. Despite what the time is. New background, yes sir. That's a good topic to start with. We got a new background for the stream, and we're going to be adding some things, and you can potentially be getting your name on the wall. Wouldn't that be dope? What's good, Beige? How you doing? Jay, exactly. Stay chill. Don't spam. Have fun. It's simple rules in here, man, and we gonna have a good time. Ariz, how you doing, my guy? But today we're gonna talk about some things. First, I wanted to recap the Texans staff and the moves that we have been making, because there's still some things. Is the window still there? The window is moved. It's a little bit blocked by my bed, but I can still toss y'all out the window. Don't try and test me just because you can't see the window in the screen right now. Don't test me. All right. I did get a fresh cut as well. Thank you for noticing. It's growing out a little bit too long. But yes, let's talk about the staff. And we'll start on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know if I talked about him before, but David Prince, the wide receiver coach, he came from the Detroit Lions. Jesus, I can't talk already. Detroit Lions. And I read an article about him and saying how he's the secret weapon for the Detroit Lions. And what's interesting for me is that he's lasted 3 regime changes for the Lions. I think it's 7 or 8 or 9 years. I forget the exact number, but that's crazy. And that goes to show that all these new head coaches, they like him, right? So there's something great about this guy. He's known for his great energy. They call him the Chief Energy Officer, the CEO, right? So I like the David Prince one. I've seen a lot of great reviews from, wide receivers like Kenny Galladay, Marvin Jones, Danny Amendola. They all have very high things to say. They're all saying that he's got great energy. He's a perfectionist. He gets on them. He's not scared to get on a star player like that. Even after Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones had huge days, he got on them because he saw some routes that he didn't like and he wanted them to perfect it. So I think David Prince is going to be very good for us. He can get the most out of veteran wide receivers like a Brandon Cooks, and he can still help our young guys elevate their games like Kiki QT and Isaiah Coulter. So I very much like that hire. No window, no door half the side. What's up, Dan the man? How you doing? What's good, Ruben? Pep Hamilton is the most exciting hire for me, and that is what I'm about to say too. Well, that's exactly what I'm about to say too. Pep Hamilton, new quarterback coach. I love this hire. I think this is the best hire the Texans have made since, maybe, I don't know, man. Definitely since the Kubiak era, at least. I think it is the best hire. And so he was the quarterback coach with the Chargers. He was instrumental for Justin Herbert's great development because Herbert was a raw quarterback coming out of Oregon. He was not this good as he is this season, but he helped him step up. He also helped coach up Andrew Luck. He was with him in Stanford and with him with the Colts. He's got experience as quarterback coach, offensive coordinator, and head coach of the DC Defenders of the XFL. So I like him. I love Pep. All the experience that he has, the players that he's worked with, I think he would be great for whoever our quarterback is. Last one on the offensive side of the ball, and those two were great. I like this question from my guy Alpha. He says, if you could, would you like to have a beard? Beard thoughts? I would try it out. I don't know if I would look that good. My dad has a beard. He don't look that good. Sorry, Dad. But I don't know. I don't love that beard too much. My grandpa has this dope like Asian beard, and it used to be so long. It used to be down to like his stomach. So maybe I could try that out. That would be pretty dope, right? But let's talk about, I believe his name is Danny Barrett. It was just announced today that he, hey, thank you, Pablo. You know what's up. He was just announced today that Danny Barrett is going to remain our running back coach. He was there since the Bill O'Brien era. He's one of his guys, and I'm not the biggest fan of that one, to be honest. I'll keep it short on this one. Not the biggest fan of him because, what has he really done with these running backs? I had a guy say that, Lamar Miller and Carlos Hyde, they had 1,000-yard seasons, but they were good running backs before, and they only really got worse when they came here. And you look at some of the younger guys like Tyler Irvin. Didn't do anything for us, but now he's good for Green Bay. Deontay Foreman. Didn't do anything for us. Then he got some time with the Titans. Still not nothing crazy, but Buddy Howell, Scotty Phillips, they flashed when they got the snaps. But David Johnson, Duke Johnson, there's just not a whole lot that you can really point to and be happy and say like, oh yeah, I want this running back coach back. You feel me? So it's not the end of the day that he is back, but I would just kind of want more, what's the word? As few Bill O'Brien holdovers as possible. Carlos Hyde, I mean, like who was he with before? It was the Niners and then someone else. He was great with the Niners. He went to somewhere else and he didn't have a lot of success. And then he did have a good bounce back season with us. But I mean, he was always a good running back is what I'm trying to say. Dante Foreman showed some flashes when he played before his Achilles injury. Yeah, I love Dante Foreman, man. Chiefs, that's where he was. Couldn't do anything with the Chiefs. He did have his best season. Y'all are right. My bad. Y'all are right. I apologize. Okay, let's talk about the defensive staff. Dino Vasso was announced a couple days ago, and he is now our DB coach. He used to be the Eagles' assistant defensive coordinator, and he also used to be their DB coach. So he's seen as a guy who is rising up the ranks, and he's a promising young guy. So I like the hire there. He was the Eagles' DB coach during their Super Bowl run. And they had some good DBs there. He's more of a safeties guy, though. I feel like he's more of a safeties guy than a cornerback guy. He's credited with some of Malcolm Jenkins' development and getting the most out of him. So that's nice to think about because Justin Reed and Lonnie Johnson, I've been saying this for a while, but they've got all the potential. They just need to be coached up properly. And so hopefully Dino Vasso is the guy. I do like that hire. I'm a little bit more worried about the cornerbacks, but maybe we'll bring in another guy to be maybe like a pass game specialist or something and help the cornerbacks, hopefully. Because you look at the Eagles guys, they drafted some guys high, and some promising guys too, like Rasul Douglas, like Vontae Maddox, like Sidney Jones, and none of them could really stay healthy, but they also weren't consistent when they were on the field. So I'm just a little questionable on the cornerbacks. But something that is interesting to me about Vasso is that he was the assistant defensive coordinator from the Eagles. So I wanted to see, what kind of scheme could he bring with Lovie Smith? Could they mismatch some different things and bring some different things to the table? But the Eagles also are more of a 4-3, too high safety kind of team. So I think they're going to be very on the same page, him and Lovie Smith, with the defense that they want to run. And I see you asking me about Lovie Smith. I'm not high on the Lovie Smith hire. His defense, yes, he killed it with the Tampa 2 with the Bears, but he had a super talented defense. And that was a while ago when offenses didn't know how to beat Tampa 2. Now offenses know how to beat Tampa 2, and it's pretty easy. It's a scheme that, it really relies on you having a great defensive line to get pressure with only rushing forward because he doesn't like the blitz. And it also relies on you having great coverage linebackers. Neither of which we have, unfortunately. Now, can we get that? Sure, obviously. But for the Tampa 2 scheme to work, it can be like filtered into all your other play calls. You can't just consistently call that one play call. And that's what he, for the most part, did with his Tampa Bay tenure and with his Illinois tenure as well. He wasn't very willing to adjust. So hopefully his time out of the league has changed his mindset and has made him more willing to adapt and throw different things at offenses and not just sit in Tampa 2. If that happens, then it can be a good hire because I think he's got winning experience. Players are going to want to play for him, and he can be a leader of men. That's what I like with Lovie Smith. Yeah, they don't like to blitz Tampa 2s. They like to sit in their cover 2, and they're going to only rush 4. And so that's why we need a dominant defensive line. That is why. Since we're talking about Lovie Smith, let's talk about the newest hire today, and that is Miles Smith. He is our new linebacker coach, and he's Lovie Smith's son. He coached with Lovie at Illinois, and this is the hire I hate the most, I think. This is the hire I hate the most. It's the nepotism, giving people that you have connections to that you like or that you're a family member of, like that stuff that it's not the best way to build a team. It's not the best way to build a staff or an organization. Now, if Miles Smith was truly the best guy for the job, then sure, hire him. I have no qualms about that at all. But did we hear anything about the Texans interviewing any other linebacker coaches? No. And you're going to say, oh yeah, Nick Caserio, he's got things on lock. He doesn't want to leak anything. But we had interest in Chris Richard for the DBs. He went elsewhere. We heard interest about Richard Angulo for the offensive line coach. Nothing yet. So it's not like things aren't leaking, but it sounds like this is the only guy that we looked at for the linebacker position. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just what it seems like from our view. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. New background, who dis? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Means Jake Martin needs to start at edge. Lonnie Martin and Grunard are the best blitzers we got. Yes, sir. More Martin, man. More Martin. I saw Martin for MVP. Somewhere where to go. Jacob Martin getting MVP next year. You know it, Dan. That's why you're Dan the man. That's why you're Dan the man. Yes, sir. Very chic and modern. Very chic and modern. Y'all, we're gonna write some stuff up on here because it's kind of like a blackboard and you can write chalk on it. And so I'm gonna write some things up there. Y'all can potentially get your names up on there. That would be dope. But yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. 1 out of 10. I'll talk about the last guy first, and then I'll tell you 1 to 10 what I would give them. Bobby King, he used to coach linebackers for us, and now that Miles Smith is taking over as linebackers, he's moving to defensive line. He's taking Anthony Weaver's old post, and I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't done a whole lot of research on Bobby King. Does anybody know, has he taught defensive line before? I don't know. So I'm not too in love with that. He wasn't a great linebacker coach. I know that, so I'm not mad that he's not staying there. There were a lot of coachable points that he could have helped Zach Cunningham and Tyrell Adams and Brendan Scarlett with, but he didn't. So I don't love him as a linebacker coach. So I'm fine, he's gone. But as D-line, I just don't know. There's nothing, I don't know. What's up with their tight end coach? So Will Lawing, it's either Lawing or Lawling. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But he used to be our tight end coach. He was a Bill O'Brien guy. He got promoted when Tim Kelly got promoted to OC and off of tight end coach. But I don't know. He was kind of just like a guy too. Like he's nothing. You haven't heard anything great about him. You haven't heard anything bad about him. And the tight ends that we had, Jordan Akins, he is who he is at this point. There's not a whole lot much more you can get out of him. He's already going on 28. Kahale Waring, his development, nothing special. So I'm not too mad about Will Lawing going. He is gone to Alabama. He's following Bill O'Brien. Have fun with that, Bama fans. But the new guy, what is his name? I don't remember his name, but he's the assistant tight end coach for the Ravens. And I like poaching from the Ravens. They got a great coaching staff. And if you look at their tight ends in particular, their tight ends are all pretty damn good at blocking. That's something that they prioritize in their guys and clearly teach them very well. And we have always struggled with getting blocking from tight ends. Always, always, always. Pharaoh Brown was our best guy this year. Darren Fells, trash. Jordan Akins, trash at it. Didn't even really see enough about Kahale Waring, but he didn't look like he was a great impact there either. So hopefully this new guy can help us with the blocking. That would be great. Free agent targets video coming soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my guy Thompson fam. So I'm in the midst of, I'm working on a Tua Tagovailoa video right now. Kind of talk about his rookie season. Is he good or not? Does he deserve more time? Stuff like that. And that'll be up tomorrow. Then I also have a Zach Cunningham video that's basically all edited. I've had it edited for like a month and a half. I'm going to post that probably sometime next week. I'll also be doing a video on Tim Kelly's offense, kind of recapping the 2020 film of that and talk about, how it fits with what we're going to do going forward and with the other guys on our staff and David Cooley, right? So those are some videos that I got in the works. And then we'll get into free agents. We'll get into draft stuff, and that will be very, very fun. Very, very fun. Sue for $6 to $8 million. I wouldn't mind that at all on a 1-year deal. Great way to help the tight end coaches. Draft Kyle Pitts. Hey, if we want to trade down, if we want to say I am in a black cube, how did you know? I'm actually in in an insane asylum. All the walls are painted black around me to try and fuck with my brain, right? Nah, it's just a black wall. If we want to trade down to 10-12 area, go get Kyle Pitts. I ain't mad at that. Cannot lie. Cool guys don't look at explosions.
Yeah. Cool guys don't look at explosions. They blow things up and then walk away. Who's got time to watch an explosion? There's cool guy areas that they have to walk to.
Yes, sir. Don't look at them explosions, guys. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. How do you do it, bro? School, Discord, scouting, editing videos, keeping up with Twitter and answering questions, giving people the window, and streaming now. What's the secret? Energy drinks. It is definitely a tough balance, but a lot of the things I would do with football, watching players, finding draft prospects I like, looking at free agents, stuff like that. It's some stuff that I would used to do in my spare time, the past couple years anyways. So it was something I was already doing, but then adding all of this on top of it, right, is definitely a lot, and it's hard to find the balance. I honestly spend more time on this stuff than I do school, and it's really bad. I'm really behind in school this semester. It's kind of horrible, but I just love doing this so much, man, that it's my passion. It's what I want to do every second of the day. Like, so to me, it's not like it is tough to balance, but it's not like work where like you go to work and like, when is this done? When is this over? Like, I just genuinely love doing this, genuinely love talking to y'all, interacting y'all on any platform. So it's fun, man. What's with the background? Got a new background. No more pink wall, no more weird poster. We're gonna write some stuff up on there. Potentially you can get your name up there. His girlfriend must be a yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's the best. And spend time with my girlfriend and my friends, man. It's great. It's great. You're amazing, bro. And thank you for all the content. Thank you very much for supporting Alpha. I appreciate you. I love doing it, man. Beige says hit the like button and subscribe. Beige is my guy for that. Reminding the peeps. Man. It's free. You don't gotta do nothing. Put fire East to be on the wall. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I can write whatever y'all want on there. What is good, my guy? What is good? Most of my classmates are behind too. So, hey, that's why we love online school. Because it's a lot easier to kind of bullshit your way through it. Right. I've been meaning to ask this question and I forgot to answer it. So, do I like the staff on a scale of 1 to 10? Overall, I probably would give it 5.5, 6. Now, if I'm talking purely offensive, I'd go a 9. And I still got to see who the offensive line coach is, but I'm fine with Tim Kelly at OC. I love Pep Hamilton, love David Prince. I'm a fan of the tight end coach that we brought in. I love all those guys. Let's see the O-line guy. And then David Cooley's like, didn't love that higher. So that's what drags it down from not being a 10. So I give the offense a 9. The defense, to be completely honest, like I'm never going to sugarcoat things for y'all. To be completely honest, the defensive staff in my mind right now is like a 2. It was like a 2. Not a fan of the Lovie Smith hire. Not a fan of the Miles Smith hire. I like the Dino Vasso hire. Who else? I don't like that we kept Bobby King really. So, maybe a 3. Maybe I'll give it a 3 because I like Dino Vassi a lot. Jordan, why don't you have fans in the studio? I'm gonna what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. But this is what I was going to do. I was going to open up to team members, Texans Thoughts team members. Hit the link in the description if you want to join. I'm going to open it up eventually to allowing y'all to call into the stream. Talk to me. Get your feelings out. Therapist thoughts. I got you. And just talk ball or talk whatever, man. That's going to be a segment of the show as I build this PC. Working on building the PC. And then my computer will actually be able to handle that. Because right now my computer wouldn't be able to handle that. What about I forgot about special team coach. He's all right. Frank Ross, I believe, from the Colts. He was the assistant special team coach for the Colts. And the Colts in the past 5 years, they were 10th in DVOA this year for special teams, 15th 2019 and 15th 2018. Something like that, 15th and then 16th or something like that. But they've never been, they've always been above average. And so that's cool. They're always a really good coverage team. They're an okay return team, kind of just like us recently. And Tracy Smith, as he took over for, was it Brad Seeley, I believe? He was all right. This year, we definitely took a step back, but I mean, the entire team took a step back. There's definitely some outside factors that also had to play in that. So I think Tracy Smith, he went through his first year as the actual coordinator. Of course, you're going to have some bumps. I would have been fine with them keeping him, but I'm also not mad at moving on. Not mad at moving on. Colts got a good special team, and it's always good to take away from someone else. Sorry. Excuse me. All right. Hey, my boy Alpha with the $5. He says, can I be the first to get something on the board? Fire Easterby with my name next to it. With my name next to it. What my idea is basically, when I was talking about getting members on the show, right now the membership is $3.99 a month, and I was thinking making a higher tier where you get even more perks. One of the perks would be able to call into the show, and the other perk would be able to get your name written on the board. Yeah, or whatever you want, either your name or whatever you want on the board. We'll keep it clean, but that's part of my plan, and you'll get some more stuff for that as well. But definitely, man. Definitely. Me and GM Fanatic can come on the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Ryan. But we got to play the music for my guy Alpha and his donation. Might have to make that the GOAT soon. Hey, Liam, a fan from Scotland, 1:20 a.m. here. Got to be on the stream though. Thank you, my guy Liam, and you get a good shout out because you got that commitment. You got that commitment. Quick recap. Basically, we've just been talking about the staff. I really like the offensive guys. I probably give them a 8.5, 9 overall. Love Pep Hamilton. Love David Prince. Let's wait for the offensive line coach and let's see. As for the defensive guys, I gave it around a 2 or a 3. You know, I want to really like Dino Vasso. I've heard some good things about him, the DB coach, but not a fan of Lovie Smith, not a fan of Miles Smith, not the fan that they brought Bobby King back. So that lowers it for me. That's a quick little thing. Quick little recap for you. I wanted to come on the show today, but Jordan announced it to me. I respect it. What do I know? Oh yeah, I DM'd you. We'll get you on eventually. We'll get people on eventually. Manhattan, Matt coming from Manhattan. No Manhattan, Mo. He been MIA. Favorite Texans player that isn't a big name. Come on, dog. You should get the window just for that. You should. You know what? You can get the window, dog. You can get the window for not knowing. Come on now. Oh shit! I should not be doing this because I'm fuck with the camera angle. Dang, I was muted. How long was I muted for? God damn. But you get the window for not knowing. For not knowing Jacob motherfucking Martin, the GOAT, is my favorite player who's not a big name. There you go. Yeah, my bad. Oh, Lord, no, I can't. No, not even gonna try. Nah, okay, Schaub. Who's after Schaub? I don't know, man. Schaub, Yates, Hoyer, Osweiler, obviously Watson, Ryan Mallett, Tom Savage. Who am I missing? I know I'm missing some people in between Schaub and the Mallett days. I think there's a lot of people. It's pink on the top left. Better. There you go. Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic. How did Fitzmagic and Keenum? Okay, so that's 8 and then 9. Joe Webb, that's 10. Lord, AJ McCarron, that's 11. Damn. There we go. Fitzmagic. Whedon too. 12. That's 12. There you go. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. When will Watson be traded? Jenna ER nurse. Oh, you're an ER nurse. Shout out to you. But when will Watson be traded? I don't know that he ever will be traded, to be honest. The Texans seem to be operating in the idea that this is fixable, that this is a repairable situation, and they're not necessarily wrong. But drastic things need to happen that they don't seem that they're willing to do to fix the situation with Watson. Easterby needs to be gone, and Cal needs to step down. He doesn't necessarily need to be away from the organization entirely, but he needs to stop having the power in the decision-making process. Have a different McNair come in here and do that. That will help make Watson feel better. Put a good team around him, kill the draft, sign some good free agents. and win some damn football games, and Watson will come back. Because I don't think he's going to hold out forever. I really don't think that. I think we're going to call his bluff. And he's a competitor at the end of the day, man. Deshaun Watson is the highest level of competitors, man. He doesn't want to sit out, do his teammates dirty, do the city dirty, and just lose games. Sitting out doesn't really do anything for him. He's going to lose money, and at the end of the day, it still doesn't really force our hand. So, I don't know, man. I don't know when it would happen. There's my answer for you. Shout out to Jenna, the ER nurse. I saw comments up here that I got to get to because my guy Alpha says, come on, fellas, let's donate. Jordan deserves it. The more we donate, the more he can provide. Exactly. The more you donate, the more it gets put into this beautiful mic, beautiful camera, PC coming soon once I get the money for it. But yes, sir, you know it. I'm going to pour it right back into y'all. I just feel like Watson is done with the team. I hear you, Jenna. I hear you. I think David Mulugeta, his agent, I think the tweet that he put out the other day was actually very telling. And he basically said that, he called cap on the fact that Deshaun Watson is expected to sit out the full season. He called cap on that. And he also said that a lot of the noise going on in the media right now, a lot of it's just noise. And yes, where there's smoke, there's fire. Watson is definitely pissed, but it doesn't mean he's completely done. And so I think the media partially is blowing this a bit out of proportion. So I don't know. I don't know if he's completely done just yet. Hey, Daniel says Jordan is one of my favorite football YouTube. What? Daniel, why is your favorite? Why are I not number one? What can I do, Daniel? What can I do to be number one? Huh? Come on now. Pretty sure Watson is in phase right now. Doesn't want to hurt his stats. Is in a phase right now. Oh, okay. I hear you in a phase. He's got to send a message, man. He's got to be dramatic with it. Watson's gone, and sad as that is to say, whew, man, it is tough. It is tough. Is this staff enough to put us in the playoffs? If Watson stays and we draft the people we need to draft. Look, staffs are great and all. But a staff isn't necessarily going to elevate, like, even the roster that we had last year. Like, they'll elevate them, but not to the point that we're getting into the playoffs. And so talent means more than the staff at the end of the day. A staff can take a 7-9 team to maybe a 9-7 team or a 10-6 team, right? But they're not going to make a super drastic jump from a 4-12 team to a 9-7, 10-6 team, right? So at the end of the day, killing the draft, killing free agency is going to do a lot more than the Don't do this to me, Vincent. Don't do this to me. Oh no. Oh no. God. All right, let's start. I don't want it. Oh, Lord. Brandon Brooks, Chris Myers. Okay, I guess he said superstar. Andre Johnson, Arian Foster, DeAndre Hopkins. Hell, I'd say Daniel Manning. Wouldn't put Kareem Jackson in that. I wouldn't really put the Honey Badger in that because we only had him for 1 year. Who else? Dwayne Brown, you definitely got to put in there. Who else? Brian, no, not Brian Cushing. I mean, I guess. What do you think, Brian Cushing? I guess does that count? $5 from Joe Cardner. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Appreciate your support. I'm so excited for when I can get a PC and those dono sounds and graphics are gonna come up on their own, all automatic. I love that. Yeah, that's right. Vincent says I'm his number one. Vincent ain't getting the window. No, sir. He's edible smacking. Rob always high in the Discord, man. Because my parents would cut off my head. My parents would never let me step foot in their house again. They would hump me down and but I have this semester and then 1 more year of school left and I'm done my undergrad and then we can really maybe see if we can pursue this real time. But I gotta at least finish out this degree before I go full time. Yes, sir. Gotta have that to fall back on. Hey, shut up, Ruben. Get the window, Ruben. Get the window. All right. Get the window. Motherfucker gonna remind me of Kobe wanting to leave the dang. Get the window. Get the. God damn. You think just because you see this black background, you can't get the window? Mm-mm. 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 Vontae Leach. That's a good one. Vontae Leach, definitely Dwayne Brown. DJ Reader. I want to say superstar, but yeah. But like great players. Javion Clowney, definitely AJ Boye. I loved AJ Boye, y'all. Loved AJ Boye. I'm going to be doing Streamlabs eventually, Matthew. Yes, sir. I don't know what Stream Deck is, but I mean, you can have number one football YouTuber, but you're my number one favorite. Oh, shit. Thank you. Okay, my bad, Daniel. You good. You good. You good with me. Thank you, man. Thank you. Do you think Fields could be good for us? I've been watching a lot more Fields. I do like him as a quarterback. I think he has his flaws. I think he's a little bit more raw than you'd want, especially in terms of reading defenses. I think his floor is lower than a guy like a Zach Wilson. His floor is lower than even a Tua Tagovailoa, but his ceiling is way, way higher than all of those. And so, of course, you want to buy into that potential and hope that, Josh McCown, Pep Hamilton, and Tim Kelly can help him grow and reach that potential. Definitely. So I'm a fan of Fields. Gonzo says, I don't know if I could sell myself on this team without Watson like I eventually did about D-Hop. I feel your pain, man. I was livid when the DeAndre Hopkins trade happened. Oh my God. I never really thought about quitting the team, but I was so pissed off. And I still managed to find a way to talk myself into it. And, the offense would be still okay without him. And it was because Deshaun Watson is the damn legendary quarterback. But losing him, it would take a little bit. It would take a couple years for me to be like, okay, yeah, this team can really go somewhere. Definitely the first year, I know we're going to be horrible, right? But let's see how the picks go, see how free agency goes, and we could still build a great team. And I think this is a good segue into, what I want to talk about with the thank you, my guy. Thank you. I think it's a good segue. How's my day going? It's going pretty good, man. It's going pretty good. Been working on a video. Doing pretty well. How about you, my guy? But I wanted to talk about the Super Bowl. And first of all, put your picks for who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Put it in the chat. I want to see. Personally, I got the Chiefs. I think they match up just really good against the Bucs, and the Bucs aren't actually that good. They're a very volatile team, but I don't think they're going to win Sunday. But what I wanted to say and how it relates to the Texans is Bucs, Chiefs, Bucs. Dang, y'all believe in the Bucs. Bucs. Damn, all right. I see a lot of Bucs people. Mainly because of Brady, I bet, yeah. But what I wanted to say and relate to the Super Bowl to the Texans is a great lesson in team building in what we need to learn. Right now, we're going through the phase where we need to build this team properly. We need to build it properly. We need to get it right. And what we can learn from the Bucs and the Chiefs is that you should build your non-quarterback positions first before you go get your franchise quarterback. Look at the Chiefs. A lot of people think that, once Mahomes got there, then that's when they were the super team. And yes, he put them over the edge, but the Chiefs for the past 3, 4, or 5 years before Mahomes, they were in the playoffs perennially. They were a 9, 10, 11 win team. They were a great offense, even with Alex Smith. And they didn't have the pieces on defense, but slowly they built that up. They were a great team before they got their quarterback. And you look at the Bucs. The Bucs, they built their team when they were still running Jameis Winston at quarterback. They built up that defense. They built up the offensive line. They got weapons. And then they added Brady. So you look at the two teams who are in the Super Bowl right now, and they didn't get their quarterback first. They built the house around the quarterback so they can come into a great situation, don't have to carry the team, and they can play winning football. We saw, no matter how great your damn quarterback is, no matter how elite and MVP caliber your quarterback is like Deshaun Watson, if he has no help, he's going 4-12. Right? Wins are not a quarterback stat. Quarterback is the most important player on the team, don't get me wrong, but he's still only accountable for maybe 30% of the team's success. Right? It's still not the majority, in my opinion. So the Texans need to learn to build the house around the quarterback first. You look at, what do the Bucs and the Chiefs both have in common in terms of, kind of personnel? They both have solid offensive lines, not dominant like the Titans, I can't even think of another team like the Raiders, but they're solid offensive lines. They're good enough. They both have great weapons for the quarterback to make his job easier. They've also got good play callers, Andy Reid, Bruce Arians, Byron Leftwich, Eric Bieniemy. And then if you look on defense, they've got good defenses with star power. Star power, especially in the trenches. Shaq Barrett, JPP and Sue, Frank Clark, Chris Jones. And then they've got great defensive coordinators in Todd Bowles and Steve Spagnuolo. They are balanced teams. Not all offense, not all defense either. So that's what I'm trying to say and what we can learn from the Super Bowl matchup. Build a balanced team. Build your non-quarterback positions first. Don't just go rush into a quarterback and have him be the only thing that you really have. I don't want another David Carr situation where he is put in a position to fail. I don't want another Deshaun Watson situation where he needs to carry and he needs to be perfect for us to even have a chance to win a game. I don't want to put that pressure on a Justin Fields, on a Zach Wilson, on a Trey Lance, because it's too much pressure for them to succeed. That's my little rant. That is my rant. Chiefs are consistently good on and off the field for the last few years. Time to copy their homework. Exactly. And that's why I wanted their director of pro player personnel, Mike Bergonzi, as our GM. That's why I was very high on him. Because they know how to build teams, man. They do a very good job. Exactly. Do you think our coach, David Cooley, is a 1 year and done kind of guy? Not 1 year. No coach has ever done after 1 year. But if we don't trade Watson and he's not good in his first 2 years, if we don't have a winning season in his first 2 years, I can see him being on. If we do trade Watson, I think he gets minimum 3 years. Unless Easterby, Cal, and somehow Casserole are all out the building, right? That's what it would take for him to be gone in less than 2 to 3 years. Exactly. McNair never fired. The Houston Texans head coach, and even, I guess not GM too much, but head coach position is always pretty stable and safe. AJ Boye was not trash. Do not come for AJ Boye. AJ Boye was amazing for us, man. Cornerback one level. I remember that first time he locked down Travis Kelce. I was amazed. Now he's dealt with some injuries as he went to Jacksonville and Denver, and he fell off a little bit, but he was great for us, man. What's good, Sam? What's good? Wait till the Chiefs start losing their stars. We shall see how good they will be. That's the crazy thing, is that they've been able to retain them. That's the crazy thing. With Pat Mahomes' 10-year contract, they also paid Chris Jones this offseason. They also paid Travis Kelce this offseason. I think Frank Clark is still under contract. I don't remember. But, goddamn, they're probably going to have to let Sammy Watkins and some other guys walk. But they are a good, well-run team. Pep Hamilton will take over eventually. He was already a head coach in the XFL. It's going to be Pep Hamilton versus Josh McCown for our future head coach. It might be. And I would love Pep Hamilton. I would have rather taken a risk on Pep Hamilton than the safe hire in David Cooley, to be honest with you. Josh was a big Zach Wilson fan. We've been talking about Zach Wilson on Twitter. Yes, sir. Zach Wilson is special. People of the city should be able to vote who they want to run the team. I wish we were run by the fans like the Packers were or are. I wish we were run by the fans like the Packers are, man. That would be so much better. We'd be so much more competent than Dan Cal McNair, y'all. Oh, my God. Not even close. Fresh cut. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's getting a little long. Getting a little long. We looking better now. All right. If y'all got any questions for me, I've said what I've got to say. I recap the staff and all the hires and how I feel about them. Rewind the stream if you want to hear my full thoughts on that. I talked about what the Texans can learn from the Super Bowl teams. So now we're getting into the questions and answers part. And my guy RDLH04 says, do you like Darnold or Tua more? So I have watched every single snap of Tua Tagovailoa's rookie season right now. And I have a video coming out for y'all tomorrow. I'm going to finish editing it tonight after this stream. I haven't watched Darnold, so I can't really say who I like more, one or the other, without watching them. Big guy on watching film, not just going off of stats and what other people say. But with Tua, he has a very high floor. Very high floor. He can be a high-level game manager. He can be a Drew Brees level type of guy if you surround him with the right type of talent. He can take you to the Super Bowl if you give him a good line, if you give him good weapons, and a decent defense. Just like with Drew Brees, right? He may have a limited arm, but he's so smart. He reads defense as well. He doesn't take too many sacks. He doesn't throw many interceptions. That he can be a Super Bowl leading quarterback for you if he has a great situation. I just ranted about how every quarterback should have a great situation. Shouldn't have to carry teams, right? So I'm not in the boat that thinks Tua is a bust already. I don't think he is done. I don't think they should move on from him already. And I wouldn't be mad if the Texans gave him a year to figure it out and see what he's got. I would not be mad at that at all. If we traded for the Dolphins, their big haul, got 3, and didn't take a quarterback and just took Devontae Smith there and paired him up with Tua, that would be amazing. That would be amazing because he needs weapons like a Devontae Smith and he needs a better offensive line. And our O-line is better than Dolphins. Still not great, but it will be better. Exactly, my guy. Exactly, my guy. He needs a better play caller. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. I don't know, man. We should. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Tua has what it takes, just needs some tune-ups. Yes, sir. There are some technical things that I think he can work on. I'll talk about it in my video. But I think any quarterback coach worth their money can really iron that out over an offseason. Remember, he didn't have an offseason to work on shit like that this year. In my opinion, I like Tua and surround him with weapons. Exactly. I'm for that. And I think, and the reason why I looked at Tua first is because I think Miami is one of, if not the most likely trade destination for Watson, for him to waive that no trade clause. So I think it would be a very high possibility. For the next 10 years, Herbert, Tua, or Burrow. Just based off of these first years that we've seen, Herbert. I love Burrow, but his arm isn't like Herbert. I love Tua, but his arm isn't like Herbert. Herbert had the best damn season. Another quarterback who he was put into a good situation, great weapons, great play calling, good coaches, good defense. And he did well. What we do with Zach Fulton, Brandon Dunn, Carlos Watkins, I'm going to cut them. I'm going to cut all their asses. Cut them. I don't want them on the team. No, sir. No, sir. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. And Najee Harris, imagine getting him with our early second round pick, man, from the Dolphins. Ooh. Damn. That would be our own second round pick, which sucks. Where did I see Jalen Waddle over Jay Smith? You mean Devontae Smith? I love me some Jalen Waddle. He is definitely the closest thing we'll ever see to Tyreek Hill so far. Definitely. If we want to trade down, if Smith is gone, say we trade down to 7, 8, 9, and Smith is gone, go take Waddle, man. Oof. Go take Waddle. Caleb Gordon with the $10. $10. No Tua. Give me Fitz magic over Tua. Bruh, Caleb, you gotta chill. Can we wait for my video tomorrow? Nah, I'm playing. I mean, if you want to win now, yeah, Fitz magic over Tua. But Tua definitely has a higher ceiling. I think he can still be a A very good. He can still be a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. In my opinion. Yeah, I just think that he's never going to be someone who's going to give us a lot in the pass rush game, and that's kind of what we need on the interior. He did show flashes of being better in the run game, but it was still nothing like crazy. I'd be okay with keeping him. I wouldn't be mad if they kept him, but I just think he's just the guy, man. He's just the guy. Never going to be anything crazy, but he's fine depth. Jordan Heron says, any word on Merciless if he was retiring or not? I did hear from Patty Storm. He said it on the podcast, Texans Unfiltered podcast, that Merciless was heavily contemplating and leaning towards retirement. So that's the last I heard of it. I've kind of been done about trying to find information. So I would expect that to still happen. Watson Dunner, free agents, try to trade Fulton before you cut him. Yeah, you might have to attach 7th to get rid of him. Maybe you can get a conditional 7th, but Dunn can walk, Watkins can walk. Unless Watkins come back on like a minimum contract. I have not looked at Jamar Chase yet, but I will eventually. I'll go through all the top guys. I'll probably do Devontae Smith, then Jamar Chase, then Jalen Waddle. But I think Jamar Chase is my wide receiver 3. I think he's my wide receiver 3. H. Rod says, have you come to peace with saying goodbye to Sean? I have a little bit. Obviously, it's still going to hurt if it actually happens, but I've kind of come to peace to it and seen that, it might be the better way to build a team. Because right now we're lacking capital. We're lacking cap space. But if we make this trade, we get a whole lot of capital. And obviously, I would still rather have an MVP level type quarterback like Deshaun Watson, but there's still some upsides with the trade. There's still some upsides with it. My guy wants Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is a monster. We basically take his dead cap this year, which I think is around 10 million or something like that, but we completely off the books for all the next 3 years that he's under contract. So it's still more of a positive for Whitney Merciless to retire financially. Hey, I'm ready. Make a Twitter account. Follow me first. Yes, sir. Definitely. Twitter's my favorite app, man. Twitter is amazing. Takes up too much of my time. Joris says, in your opinion, is there a changing culture going on or not? No. The changing culture would come if Joke was gone. If Joke was gone and David Cooley was here, I would believe in a changing culture. But I don't believe so much in a changing culture because Joke is here and he's still pulling the strings and he has some guys brainwashed, and I just don't trust him, man. As long as that dude's in the building, I'm not going to trust him. And I know that's not the answer all y'all want to hear, but I ain't going to lie to y'all. All right? I ain't going to sugarcoat things. That's my honest opinion. Dang, Mick says Rashad Bateman is his wide receiver 1. I know there's a lot of Rashad Bateman fans, man. Seth Clark says Jamar Chase was better than Justin Jefferson, and Justin Jefferson is the rookie of the year. That's true. He was better. I think LSU kind of limited actually what Justin Jefferson could do by putting him in the slot only and asking him to basically only run slants. Joe Brady. But with the Vikings, he was put outside and he was the rookie of the damn year. Right? So it's about using him differently. I think Jamar Chase is a great wide receiver. He can be your wide receiver 1, franchise wide receiver. But I just think that damn highly of Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle. They're much better route runners. They're much better athletes. They're much better at getting yak. I think Jamar Chase struggles with separation, struggles with his routes, struggles with getting pressed sometimes. I don't think he's the most competitive guy. I'll give my full scouting report on him later, but I have some question marks with him. And it's not like he's not a top 10 worthy player. It's not like he's an amazing wide receiver. He'd probably be the best wide receiver last year. Probably. But this is loaded ass wide receiver class. Fanatic for GM. Yes, sir. Jordan already knows GM Fanatic has trades worked out. He's got them lined up, y'all. But y'all don't know about it unless you're in the Discord. Unless you're in the exclusive Discord. No, sir. J for Chaplin. Yes, sir. Beige for character coach. Yes, sir. BMAC may get traded. Hopefully we can get off that contract. Maybe we get a 6th in return. Something like that. But this is gonna do it. Yes, sir. Exactly. Wide receiver class is loaded, better than last year. And so I see a lot of people saying that, when I came up with these like mock situations and when I took Devontae Smith, people are saying, we don't need a wide receiver. We don't need wide receiver, right? It's not a big need. But I think Will Fuller gone, unfortunately. I don't want him gone, but I think he is. And with Brandon Cooks, we could save a lot of money by cutting him. I don't think he'll be cut. I think he hopefully is restructured, but we could also save a lot of money if we trade Cobb, right? And I think we're going to need a wide receiver 1 for whoever the hell our quarterback is. Devontae Smith, I'm so high on him. I think he's a Marvin Harrison level guy. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I think he's the best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones. And I would absolutely love him. And it's about best player available in the draft. Always. Always. Not about need. Not about need. We could do that. That could be an option. Tag and trade. I believe that's what happened with Yannick Ngakoue. That could be something. We still get maybe a third or fourth out of that. Film don't lie, baby. Film don't lie. All right, this is going to be the end of the yes, exactly. Right. See, this is why GM Fanatic is in the building. Randall Cobb cannot actually be cut because of the dead cap that would come with it. Big losses everywhere. Trading the Cobb is the move. We trade him before June 1, we save like $3 million or something like that. We trade him after 1, it's like $4 or $5 million. So that's the move. That is the move. But what's the Discord? The Discord is an exclusive Discord for Texans Thoughts team members. Y'all get a whole lot of things. Y'all get access to the exclusive Discord where we just talk ball, talk whatever, and play Among Us games. We've been doing that too. You get exclusive monthly videos. You get some videos early. You get my blooper videos. You get all my NFL draft content. A bunch of stuff. Eventually, you'll be able to come onto the show, and you'll get first dibs on merch. All that good stuff. Yes, sir. Stay safe. Beige. Are you not taking Sewell if he's there? It's going to be tough, man. Sewell is a very amazing prospect. If I believe in his ability to move to guard, I might have to. Him, Tunsil, Titus, that's a great core. But I don't know about him moving to guard. I don't know. I think he's a great tackle. What did Anthony say? Oh, he's saying like join. Yes, sir. Definitely. It's worth your money. $3.99 monthly membership. Link is in the description. But you get a whole lot of stuff. It's basically my Patreon. Support me. But you also get a whole lot of stuff in return. So that's my little spiel. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that great stuff. If you haven't already, appreciate each and every one of you coming out for this stream. Probably do another one over the weekend. Not Friday, but maybe sometime over the weekend. Or if there's not a lot of news, I'll just wait for Monday. But take care, everyone. Come back for more. And remember, the film don't lie. Oh, and check out my Tua video tomorrow.